On top of the hill, directly over the place of the skull, is a Muslim cemetery. Jerusalem gates in order, starting with the Damascus Gate. The Damascus Gate, one of the main entrances, is on the north side and closest to the Garden Tomb. 2. Herod's Gate is also on the north side of the Old City. 3. The Lion's Gate is on the northeast side of the Old City. 4. The Golden Gate is on the east side. It is currently closed, but Jesus shall enter through this gate. 5. The Dung Gate. It is the gate closest to the western wall and is on the southeast side of the city. 6. The Zion Gate is on the south side of the Old City. 7. The Jaffa Gate, one of the main entrances. It is on the west side. And last, number 8, the New Gate. This was the newest gate. It was built in...
So don't ask me, for example, don't ask me who did they invite to the ceremony. I don't have a list. 37 people that signed the Declaration of Independence, the first provisional that... The blessing of the Rabbi.
This small building is surrounded by tall ones. This hall was originally the Dizengoff House and is located at 16 Rothschild Boulevard. A video may be shown upon request when entering. Tel Aviv Haganah Museum. The Haganah was an underground elite Jewish fighting force in Palestine. It reportedly dates back to 1920. They were feared by their enemies. They accomplished seemingly impossible feats and overcame odds that seemed insurmountable. Their numbers were estimated to be as high as 80,000. They eventually became the National Army of Israel. The museum is near Independence Hall on the opposite side of the street.
The Interim National Council and Ben-Gurion declare the establishment of the State of Israel. The very next day, while the last of the British soldiers are leaving the country, 5 Arab armies invade the infant state of Israel. The hand extended in peace is greeted by war. The Haganah throws all its forces into the battle, headed by 3 Palmach brigades, Iftach against the Syrian and Lebanese army, the Negev brigade against the entire Egyptian army, and in the heart of the country, against the Jordanian legions besieging Jerusalem, the Har El brigade, commanded by Yitzhak Rabin. The Haganah's field forces also joined the battle. Golani, Carmeli, Alexandroni, Kiryati, Givati, Etzioni, the motorized and armored corps. The Palyam becomes the Marine Service, The Palmach Flying Corps becomes the air service.
The Haganah Museum, an excellent movie, is shown. As it turns out, the Vika actually did fire a small explosive charge. However, the noise it created seems to create much more effect than the explosive charge itself. The museum is packed with information and well worth coming to visit. The left side of the building is built at a, not straight, but at a slant. Walking the streets of Tel Aviv. People park their bikes, motor scooters, and cars just about any place they can find a place to do so. Sometimes poor and hurting people are just laying along the sidewalks or in front of buildings. These are the kind of vehicles many Israelis drive. This is a first responder type of vehicle that tries to get to an accident quickly. Many people in Israel own dogs. Buses and taxi cabs seem to pretty much dominate much of the traffic on the road. This is the beginning of the Carmel Market. The Carmel Market in Tel Aviv. This is the place to shop. It may be said that it has everything a person might want regarding food, but many other things as well. It is huge. Bring your walking shoes. If you want to see it all, it is not unusual to see things for sale you did not know existed. The signs and smells and atmosphere are hard to describe. On the negative side is the number of people, elbow to elbow sometimes. There may be great entertainment in various locations. Also some very good places to buy a lunch. This is where much of Israel shops, but is unknown to most tourists.
Moi je te cherche et toi tu es là, espèce d'imbécile. Je t'ai dit attends.
As one gets down further into the market, the crowds get quite heavy. Many things are sold, but the majority is probably food. There are several long rows of stalls with hundreds of vendors. Fresh cooked food and groceries are the main items. However, there are many more items available. Everything from furniture to whistles. There can also be really good live entertainment. We've now come to the end of the market, but then there's an adjoining street where there's more vendors also. Huge figs. Throughout much of Israel, beautiful bougainvilleas like these are in many different places. Hotels. Israel has an excellent selection of hotels. These include hostels and economy hotels. They're some of the best in the world. In Jerusalem, there are some very good deals. However, prices overall tend to be on the high side. In much of Israel, the rooms tend to be on the small side. Many include a free breakfast buffet, which is usually very good. In the Tel Aviv area, some do not have a window facing the beach. If you are with a tour group, the accommodations are usually 3, 4, or 5-star. We're now on the pathway that goes from Jaffa all the way up to the smokestack. However, we're on the southern part and it goes beyond Jaffa all the way to a city, it appears, that we can see in the distance. So we see there the city and the pathway using a telephoto lens. The city there might be Bat Yam. It looks like this pathway goes all the way to there. Now we're south of Jaffa already, a fair distance on that pathway, and right up above us on our left side here is a hill. We just climbed the hill and there's multitudes of birds up here. We're near the top of the hill looking towards Tel Aviv part of the beach. The total pathway that one can walk is about 11 kilometers. Again, looking towards what may be Bat Yam from the top of this hill that's on the path south of Jaffa. God willing, we may try to take this path all the way from where we are south of Jaffa on a hill all the way up to or beyond that smokestack. Towards the smokestack. Walking toward Jaffa. We're on the outskirts of Jaffa. We're at the Jaffa boatyard. Just gone by the boatyard, heading towards Tel Aviv Beach. Heading towards Tel Aviv Beach. Continuing to walk towards Tel Aviv Beach. We're still walking. Five cranes all right in this little area. Bikes. This is one of the electric bikes right here. This is supposed to be David Ben-Gurion. Continuing to walk down the beach road. Volleyball area. They're sometimes going very late at night. Again, we're continuing to walk north for a distance of about 11 kilometers. We're continuing our walk up the promenade. Continuing our walk. We're still walking. This is the dog beach. This is the dog beach. On the other side of this wall may be the Orthodox beach. We're now on the Blue Flag Beach. The wooden bridge we just tried to go over had a dead end. We had to backtrack. Waves coming in over here. Proceeding down the boardwalk. Chimney is ahead. Continuing to walk. Making a left turn. Walking by the electric plant. Going by the electric place. Continuing along the path, northern part of Tel Aviv. Starting to get dark out. The airport's still on our right side. We're near the end of the airport. Starting to get darker and darker. Still walking. We're well past the airport. We're now walking along the water. Still on the sidewalk. The whole length of this, from what we're understanding, is about 10 kilometers, or roughly a little over 6 miles. We're now coming to the end. We're coming near the end now. We're still walking. It's now dark. We're up in the North Tel Aviv section somewheres. We've now gone all the way from Joppa, actually quite a ways south of Joppa. We walked all the way from south of Joppa to Malat Aviv, which is north Tel Aviv. Distance of probably around 11 kilometers, maybe more than that. Clever elevator. Breakfast in the hotel in Tel Aviv. The free breakfast at some of the hotels is excellent. Tel Aviv Beach.
I said, yeah, most people have telephones.
We're in one of the 3 buildings. We are looking west from the Azrieli Tower. Using a telephoto lens. Now looking northwest. Now looking north. Now looking east. Much traffic in some areas. Now looking south. Looking more in the southeast direction. Now looking in the southeast direction.
Das ist die Straße, die geht auch Richtung von diesem Dingsbums da, Golf Center. Das müsste das. Genau, das ist das.
This tower is the best tower that we know of, or the best place that we know of to get a complete view of all of Tel Aviv from all sides. The three-building complex is called the Israeli Towers. It consists of a circular building, which we're in, a triangular building, and a square building. The tallest is the round one, with an observatory on the 49th floor. It offers a spectacular view of Tel Aviv. The hours are 9:30 to 2000. There is also a large shopping mall. The tallest tower is 617 feet high. The building has over 4,000 windows. As we look down, we see the railroad tracks. Railroads in Israel run on the left-hand tracks, which matches other Middle Eastern countries. There are approximately 46 railroad stations in Israel. Many were originally built by the British. The head office is in Tel Aviv at the Salvador Central Railroad Station.